third grade, it's Miss Keeley. I hope everyone was able to get those packets that I sent home to you. I know some of you were able to actually send me a picture, upload it to the Google Doc or Google Classroom assignment. Our next project that we're going to focus on is all about patterns. So that's why I gave you the practice, and then I have a PowerPoint on the Google Classroom for you to look at. But now I want to switch into actually creating a project of your own, trying to keep it as normal as it would be if we were still in class. But obviously, we're not going to have the same materials at home as we would in the classroom. So for this first project that we're going to be doing is we are going to be designing our own either uniform, like jersey, could be like a sports jersey, could be like a cheerleading jersey, could be a shirt. Basically, you guys are going to be fashion designers and you're going to design it your own way. If you take a look at the screen right now, actually let me pause for a second. What you are going to need for this is a blank piece of white paper and a pencil, just for the start, and then eventually I'll tell you what you'll need next. But printer paper would work fine. If you happen to have actual drawing paper, that would be definitely what you want to use. In my video, I have a large, like 10 by 18 size paper. I'm not expecting you to have that at home, so you can just use like a normal 8 by 10 piece of paper. And then you'll notice that on the screen, I have a kind of jersey uniform stencil cut out. Obviously, you guys don't have that at home, so you're just going to have to draw your own kind of jersey uniform shirt. And that honestly, that's a little bit better because you'll be able to make it a little bit more unique and your own style. You could definitely kind of Google different shirt shapes and kind of get some ideas that way. Or if you like the way that mine is on the screen, obviously you can do the same thing. So I'm going to press play. And so I was just tracing this. You guys would have had this available in class. But so I'm going to fast forward this because you don't have that at home. So I'm just tracing around the sides. Essentially, if you were to be drawing this, you could just draw kind of at first like a really big rectangle, and then at the top you would cut down a V, erase the line here, and then on the sides you could do kind of like a curved line connecting from the top area over to the side, and then erase this area, and then the same thing on the other side. Next thing that you are going to do, honestly, you guys can create yours however you want. I wanted to add like a little bit of a collar to mine, so that's what I'm doing here is I just added another V shape and then I added the side sleeve areas also on my jersey. But again, you can design yours however you want. Next thing that I'm doing is I picked my favorite number, which happens to be 76. You guys can either pick your favorite number. You don't have to pick a number. It could be that you write a word, or maybe like a logo, or you draw basketball, you draw Nike, draw whatever. So I'm going to pause it for a second. But so we just want to have something in the middle of our shirt. That way it's going to make it a little bit more unique and a little bit more interesting rather than just a plain shirt with nothing on it. Next thing that you're going to start to do is divide your shirt into horizontal sections. If you have a ruler at home, you can, you're pretty much just drawing lines across. In my video, I am not using a ruler though. I am just taking my pencil and I am drawing horizontal lines from side to side, making sure that I don't go over my letters or my numbers that I drew or any other details. I'm picking up my pencil, skipping over them, and continuing to the sides, okay? And you want to kind of go from the top all the way down to the bottom. Next thing, I'm going to pause it here, would be taking some sort of material and making a bold black line. I am using a Sharpie. If you have a Sharpie at home and whoever you live with at home says that that's okay for you to use, then use that. Just make sure you put something underneath your paper so that it doesn't bleed through onto a table or whatever surface you're drawing on. If you do not have a marker at home or Sharpie, use a black Crayola marker, black marker. You could use a black crayon, black color pencil. If you don't have any of those, you could use your pencil and you would just need to make a little bit of a thicker, bolder line by pressing a little bit harder, okay? And so your next thing that you're doing is you are just tracing over all of that, okay? So every single pencil line that you just drew, you're just tracing over it. So I'm going to fast forward this because I'm essentially just redrawing what I just drew, okay? Once you have everything drawn out, this is where we're going to focus on patterns. You can either look at what's on my screen here. I did print some patterns out for you and put it in the packets, and I did attach them to the Google Classroom assignment. Or create your own, think of your own patterns, or you can go on to Google and search patterns and use some patterns that way. But so basically what we're doing is we are picking some patterns and we are going to fill them in these different stripes on our jersey or our uniform. And so you want to pick that pattern and you're repeating it again and again, filling that entire space. You don't want to just draw one line of pattern and then have a big white space left over. You want to make sure that you fill it all the way. So I'm going to fast forward this a little bit because it's just repeating the pattern again and again. And then you're going to pick a new pattern for the next section. So I did a bumpy line and I'm kind of repeating it and overlapping again and again. It starts to almost look like scales. Next one, triangle or zigzag line, horizontal straight line, zigzag line. I went in and did a little bit more extra detail. That's something that you guys could do to make your projects look a little bit cooler and a little bit more unique and creative, is to go in and even within a pattern create another detail. So I just did some diagonal lines filling the zigzag area. Okay, here I do diagonal lines, and then in the other direction, diagonal lines going in every other pattern area. Make sure again you skip over whatever you drew in the middle of your shirt. So I made sure to skip over my numbers. Okay, fast forwarding it a little bit more. And yeah, so really this should be you should be taking your time on this. I don't know if any of your other related arts teachers mentioned this to you, but you should only be working on related arts assignments 10 minutes per day. That's the minimum. Obviously, if you want to keep working on it longer because you're enjoying it and it's fun and it's something that you want to be doing, you can work on it longer. But I'm going to be posting this on Monday, so the 23rd, and then you are going to have all week to do this step, and then I'm going to post another video the next Monday showing you the next step for this project. So you shouldn't be doing anything more than what I'm showing you on the screen. Obviously, if you want to be a little bit creative and switch it up, you can, but you shouldn't be adding color yet. You shouldn't be cutting out anything. You're just leaving it just in kind of black and white for now. So yeah, and then once you have this done, like this first step, again, I would love for you to take a picture either with your computer or a phone, email it to me, or if you can, attach it to that Google Classroom assignment. That way I can actually see who has it checked off and is turned in. But yeah, so I hope you guys have fun with this. I'm really excited to see how they come out. And again, I know that you didn't have a stencil like I had in my video, but you guys are always a little bit more creative than what I give you, and you always go above and beyond. So I'm expecting that no one would really have too hard of a time with this. So yeah, I hope you guys have fun, and I will chat with you in the next video. Bye.